Two separate road accidents reported on the Nakuru-Nairobi highway and Mombasa road have left a combine of a total 11 people dead and several other critically injured, according to official statement released by police and the county authorities. The first incident occurred yesterday at Kikopey along the Nakuru-Nairobi highway, while the second took place near Konza on Mombasa road. Each crash drew emergency responses and prompted calls for caution from regional leaders as investigations began. The earliest of the two incidents happened at Kikopey, where a Bungoma-bound Matatu belonging to Northrift Shuttle was traveling along the highway when it became involved in a deadly crash. The public service vehicle was hit from behind by a truck that, according to initial police information, reportedly lost control while approaching the Matatu. The forceful impact occurred while there was another truck ahead of the Matatu, resulting in the smaller vehicle being trapped between the two larger trucks. Police officers who assessed the scene confirmed that the sequence of events left the Matatu sandwiched between the two trucks, with the impact causing significant damage to the public service vehicle. The Gilgil Sub-County Police Commandant Winson Wakio verified that 5 people lost their lives in the collision. In his confirmation marked the first official report of the casualties from the Kikopey crash, established the tragic outcome of the early morning incident on the busy highway. Shortly after the tragedy in Kikopey, details of another fatal road accident emerged from Mombasa Road near Konza City. Authorities reported that a bus and a Matatu collided at Katumani, leading to a multiple casualties and triggered a large-scale emergency response effort. The accident occurred on Friday, January 2nd, 2025, sending shockwave through the neighboring community and prompting an official communication from Machakos leadership the following day. Machakos Governor Wavinya Ndeti released a statement on Saturday, January 3rd, 2026, confirming the extent of the tragedy near Konza. She announced that 6 people had died in the crash while 7 others sustained critical injuries. Our statement shared publicly on X outlined the circumstances of the collision and provided the first authoritative updates regarding the severity of the incident and the number of victims. In our detailed communication, Governor Ndeti described the accident as a fatal road tragic incident involving both a bus and a Matatu. She explained that the crash took place at Katumani on Mombasa Road, prompting an immediate response from the county emergency and rescue teams. The governor emphasized that the scale of the coalition required a coordinated effort to manage the aftermath and assist those affected. Emergency team from Muamundu and Kumbi were deployed rapidly to the scene to provide rescue and evacuation services. According to the governor's update, respondents worked to extract survivors from the wreckage and stabilize the injured before transporting them for medical attention. She confirmed that 6 passengers died at the site of the crash, underscoring the severity of the impact and the challenges faced by rescue personnel upon arrival. 7 critically injured victims were moved from the crash scene and taken to Machakos Level 5 Hospital for specialized medical care. The hospital became the focal point for treatment efforts, receiving the severely injured passengers for further management. The governor highlighted the transition from rescue operation to medical intervention as authorities completed evacuation procedures and ensured survivors were placed under professional care. By the time the rescue process concluded, several authorities had established control of the crash area. Traffic management operations were initially to ease movement along the road, while investigative bodies began working to establish the cause of the collision. Governor Ndeti noted that the rescue phase completed attention that had shifted to regulating traffic flow and supporting teams conducting the formal investigation into the incident. In a public message, the governor extended her condolences to the families of those who died in the crash. She expressed sympathy for the affected families and convey our wishes for the recovery of the injured victims undergoing treatment. Our statement acknowledged the emotional toll of the event on the wider community and recognized the efforts of emergency teams who had responded promptly to the scene. Governor Ndeti used the opportunity to urge motorists to ensure caution on the road, particularly with school reopening for term 1 and traffic volumes expected to rise. She highlighted the need for increased vigilance among drivers as a precautionary measure to reduce the likelihood of further accidents during a period of heightened movement across the region. As the updates from both accidents circulate, the National Transport and Safety Authority (NTSA) and the local police continue handling the prospective responsibilities. The Kikopey crash investigation remains under the surveillance of the Gilgil Sub-County Police, while the county authorities oversaw inquiries into the Konza incident. Each agency focused on determining the underlying factors that contributed to the collision and managing the aftermath in accordance with the established procedure. The two incidents occurring on major transport corridors prompt a continued communication from involved officials as the final rescue and investigative stages unfold. The latest factual updates conclude with authorities managing traffic around the accident zones and conducting ongoing investigation to establish the cause of each crash.